Good morning. Welcome to your 10 a.m. daily weather briefing. We have cloudy skies out there as well as some patchy fog and mist in the region. We'll continue to see that throughout the day today. I actually see our temperatures fall during the afternoon hours today into the upper 40s to the mid 40s by late afternoon evening hours, and then we'll see our temperatures rise overnight as a warm front moves to the region during the overnight time period. Looking at our conditions the last 24 hours across the Mid-Atlantic region, seeing a wide temperature range across the Mid-Atlantic. Dover only at 48 degrees yesterday, while Norfolk saw 76 degrees. That backdoor cold front made its way through yesterday, and then through the Wallops region this morning. We saw a lot of low cloud cover across the region yesterday, as well as a little bit cooler temperatures compared to the Tidewater region. Last night saw temperatures in the lower 40s to the lower 60s, so once again about a 20-degree temperature spread across the Mid-Atlantic. Wallops, we were 53 degrees. Dover was a cool spot at 40. Saw a little bit of precipitation across the area yesterday. Baltimore saw 0.12 inches of rainfall. Here at Wallops we saw 300s. Most of the locations under a tenth of an inch of rain. As of 9 a.m. we are seeing anywhere from cloudy to mostly cloudy skies. Warmest temperatures in the Tidewater region. Coolest temperatures across the northern portions of the Delmarva Peninsula. And seeing 51 degrees here at Wallops under cloudy skies. As of our 12Z sounding from this morning, we have a freezing level at 12,500 feet. Our winds out of the northwest to westerly component throughout the column today. Northwesterly winds in the low levels around 15 to 20 knots, and we see them increase out of the west to get up to 6,000 up to 12,000 feet, seeing anywhere from about 35 to 40 knots, and seeing our peak wind this morning out of the west-southwest at 52 knots at 25,000 feet. Looking at our surface analysis this morning as of 12Z, we have this backdoor cold front that's made its way through here at Wallops. Came through around 6 or 7 a.m. this morning. It's going to continue to slide just south of the area, providing us with low clouds, onshore flow, and cooler temperatures today. I'll move back north as a warm front tonight, giving us warming temperatures and a unseasonably warm day for the end of the work week. Looking at our Thursday PM planner, you can see this stationary boundary across the southern tip of the Delmarva Peninsula. That'll move back north as a warm front tonight. We'll see abundant low cloudiness and patchy fog throughout the evening into the early overnight hours, and then once that warm front moves north of the region, we should see some cloud cover reduce across the Wallops region. We'll have a cold front that's going to move through the region for our Friday afternoon. That's going to provide us with a very slight chance of a rain shower. Most likely we'll not see it. Best chance of rain showers to be crossed in northern portions of the Delmarva Peninsula on our Friday afternoon. Overall, this front's going to be a dry front moving through with much cooler temperatures behind it, more winter-like and more seasonable for this time of year for our weekend. And then for Saturday, we'll have an area of Canadian high pressure overhead, giving us temperatures in the 30s, a bit breezy winds as well, so we'll be feeling much cooler on Saturday. Looking at our risk chart for today, we'll have a green chart across the board for precipitation and lightning. We'll see some patchy mist out there, so that isn't recorded as precipitation, but could be seeing some patchy mist or fog across the region. Winds will be well under 25 knots. Temperatures in the lower 50s this morning, dropping into the upper 40s for the afternoon hours, and possibly seeing some mid 40s by the late afternoon into the evening hours, and we'll increase our temperatures during the overnight time period back up into the upper 50s by Friday morning at 8 local. Seeing those northeasterly winds about 6 to 11 knots today. They'll become southerly to southwesterly overnight, and seeing our strongest winds by tomorrow morning, southwest 9 to 14, gusting to 19 knots. Our ceilings are going to be the only risk today, as well as the visibilities with the orange for the overnight time period. And that's when that warm front moves through the region, seeing our best chance of the fog and reduced visibilities. Our 24-hour terminal forecast will see ceilings around 500 feet today. Possibly we will see ceilings down to as low as 300 feet after 20 local this evening. And then by the overnight hours, we'll see VFR conditions developing by Friday at 8 local, and continue to see the low cloud cover for the overnight hours tonight around 800 feet for our ceilings. But as I said, we'll see VFR conditions should develop by Friday 8 local. If the cloud cover does linger on for a little bit longer Friday morning, we should see those ceilings raised by mid-morning on Friday. Our tides are currently normal, and for our Friday and Saturday, Friday is going to be mostly cloudy with a slight chance of lingering low clouds and patchy fog during the morning, then partly to mostly cloudy in the afternoon, and breezy. It'll be unseasonably mild with a high of 67 degrees. Yellow for our winds during the afternoon and evening, around 25 knots, and then we'll see that chance of the ceilings lower and visibility is lowered in the morning on Friday. Friday night, we'll have partly cloudy skies, breezy conditions, and cold temperatures, a low of 27 degrees. A yellow for our winds, and for Saturday, we'll have partly cloudy skies, breezy conditions, cold temperatures, a high of 39 degrees, and the winds will be around 25 knots during the morning and should reduce to around 20 knots with the gust for the afternoon of Saturday. Looking the next 7 days, we'll have fairly cloudy and damp conditions today. Temperatures with the high around 52 this morning should fall down in the afternoon. Seeing a low during the evening hours tonight at 48 degrees, and then rising overnight we'll see a high on Friday of 67 degrees, a slight chance of rain shower in the mid-afternoon hours, but most likely will stay dry with the mostly cloudy conditions during the morning, becoming partly cloudy to mostly sunny by the evening hours on Friday. Saturday and Sunday we'll see cold conditions across the region, an area of Canadian high pressure overhead. Sunday morning looks like the coolest morning of the next 7. Could be seeing some locations inland from the coast in the teens on Sunday morning, so some cold conditions. And Monday and Tuesday we'll see a system fairly complex starting to move through this area. Models really have not caught on to the area of low pressures and where they will be on Monday and Tuesday. It looks like Monday will have a boundary across the region as well as some disturbances and weak areas of low pressure moving along that boundary. Right now it looks like all the precipitation should be rain here at Wallops. Cannot rule out a rain-snow mix across Salisbury Monday morning, and just depends on how cold that air mass is coming in Saturday and Sunday, and will determine what type of precipitation we could possibly see across the central portions of the Delmarva Peninsula and possibly here at Wallops on Monday morning. By Tuesday, we'll have a area low pressure moving over the region Monday night into Tuesday, giving us another chance of some rainfall and some warmer temperatures in the lower 50s. And then for Wednesday, we'll have a cold front moving through during the morning hours. That'll give us a chance of rainfall with some fairly mild air for this time of year across the region before a colder air mass moves in for the second half of next week. We'll see a high on Wednesday of 57 degrees. That'll complete the weather briefing at 10 a.m. this morning. We'll be back tomorrow morning at 8:15 and at 10 a.m.